The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Kol ha'layim la, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha HaKadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us the truth, that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the 1/3 men, women, and children of Israel, and to the Israelite foreigners who has the appearance of the heathens, but their lineage, their seed line from their fathers, goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. It's the brother Hawashai Abadia, GMS Chicago. And I want to title this video, Edom doesn't care if you're not deceived anymore. All right? Edom doesn't care if you're not deceived anymore. And what do I mean by that? Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white people, self-appointed white people. All right, because there's no such thing as Slakia. There's no such thing as white people. All right, they are red, the red Hebrew Edomites, and there's no such thing as black people. All right, the Hebrew Israelites are different shades of brown. All right, the northern kingdom and southern kingdom. All right, and you have speckled birds that look like heathens, but their seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So we're living at the end of Esau's world, right? Revelation 12:12 tells us that he knows that he has but a short time. All right. So he's going to come down with great wrath. So during that time, you get what? Very, very sloppy. OK. And he's losing the InfoWars. Right. A big part of the deceit was Christianity. And now they're to a point now where they're just a deaf adder at the whole, they know that we're the people. OK, they know the scholars. OK, the elites, they know who we are, and they know we know who they are. All right. And, they're coming in with a new age, man. Their NWO, pretty much their pseudo kingdom of heaven on earth through AI, artificial intelligence, which I always think is a oxymoron. How could you be intelligent and artificial? Hey, it's fake. At the end of the day, artificial means fake. But this is what they're setting up their kingdom with. Okay, and even his own people are exposing them. And this is the time of the devil being revealed. All right, and it's funny too when you go into that word demon, it does goes into intelligence. Okay, and we know Esau Edom is the top demon on earth, man. Now you have 2/3 of our people, all right, that have taken on the ways and the philosophies of Babylon, and they're going to get destroyed too, right? But at the end of the day, the proof is here that he is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and their kingdom is is unraveling before our face. Okay, and the fact that he doesn't care if you're not deceived anymore, the job is done. What he's done. OK, as far as manipulating the masses. Some people gonna get it, some people not. So let's go and get into these scriptures. I want to show the part of him being a cunning hunter. All right. And then him coming to his end where his end is unraveling. And he's just going to bring out his second blessing on you, which is the sword, according to Genesis 27. All right. So now let's read this Jeremiah 49:7 again. It says concerning Edom. All right. Because when the Lord comes back, when Yahushai come back, who you people ignorantly call Jesus, hey, he's coming back to when Edom is ruling. All right. And now he's trying to rule through his technocracy. He's God now through what? AI, his technocrats, the elites. All right. This is what they're trying to do. And the elect can't be deceived. So it says, concerning Edom, that thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yashai of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? All right. And Teman, that's another, that's a tribe of Edom, man. All right. And, the Lord did bless them on the left-hand side, man. With, you see them Germans and certain things they engineer, man. Hey, it's brilliant. But the Lord gave these people that power, man, all right, to operate how to split an atom on the left-hand side, all right? Esau takes everything that's good and turn it into wickedness, because plutonium doesn't have to be something made for wickedness, all right? Just like Esau Edom, he put in legislation for the rainbow to represent alphabet behavior, alphabet lifestyle, right? So let's grab real quick here, because it says, Slackio. Another point I want to make out this Jeremiah 49:7. It says their counsel is perished because they're fighting against one another, right? How could Satan's kingdom stand if they're divided? Roughly paraphrasing, all right? Their wisdom is vanished, all right? Because, hey, when you're scrambling, just like a basketball game, the last 2 minutes of a game, all right, and you're down by like 4 points, you're rushing because you're fighting from behind, okay? Football game, what they call it, the 2-minute no huddle drill, man. You're prone to make more mistakes because you're rushing. When you rush, you're prone to make mistakes, man. Well, let's grab real quick here the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 28 and 3. It reads, well, let me just start. I'll start at 2. It says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of Yahweh. And what other nation of people painted themselves as the Father and the Son? All right, said that they're the holy people, took the land, all right, has a God complex. That is Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white people, right? They have a God complex. Their faces all over the money. They name lands after themselves. All right. And the Lord appointed them for a short season to rule the earth. Job 9:24 tells us that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? All right. So as you see in this pic, hey, this is a small hat, Amalekite. He could tell people anything, man. Look at Jake taking in the philosophies. This is how he came to Eve in the garden. And our people eat it up. All right. We can say the truth all day till we're blue in the face. Unless the self-proclaimed white man approves it and credit it, our people don't want to hear no parts, man. Why? Because they look at this devil as God. All right. Miller says Satan came as a light in the world. Right. So it says here, because thine heart is lifted up, which is your mind, proud, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not, thou art a man and not God. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of Yahweh. All right. So it gives you a little example of that in the book of Obadiah. This is the point. Behold, verse 3. It says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret they can hide from thee. Okay. So it said, thou art wiser than Daniel. Daniel and the 3 holy children, they were the smart ones out of Babylon, man, during the Babylonian captivity. That's why they kept them. All right. And that's why this precept says that, man. But guess what? The Lord is taking that away from them, man. All right. They're being revealed in these last days. Let's grab that real quick. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. What day is that? The day the Lord come back, man. All right. Salakia, no. Wait a minute. It says, let me read this again. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. Okay, right. Before the Lord was to come back, we were going to fall away from our heritage, man. knowing who we are, calling ourselves Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? So this is the Lord's story. All right? Because for us to fall away, that is why Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones, comes about, because we fell away. And now we've gotten the breath of the Holy Spirit, man. And now we're alive again with these lively waters, man. Okay? It says, except there come a falling away first. So those people in the land of Israel, they'll tell you they always knew who they were. Okay? And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who oppose and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he, as God, sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right? Hey, and many people, that's why, during that the C-19 time, that's why everybody took the ouchie on their arm. It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withhold, that he might be revealed in his time. And that's now. All right? Through the prophets, man, mainly of GMS, Great Millstone. Okay? Prophesying about this devil's characteristics, man. All right? It says, for the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only he who now will let until he be taken out of the way. The Lord gave this man his kingdom. I'll tell you that in Luke 4. He said, the kingdoms that was given to me. All right? Hey, just like the Job 9:24. All right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. If somebody had to give it, that means he didn't have it. All right? Remember, they were in the Caucasus Mountains. All right? When they were chased up there after the fall of Rome. And then Jake took over during the Byzantine Empire for like 1,000 some odd years. Okay? This is why he was able to deceive the whole world. But now it ain't working for him no more, man. He's looked at now as the fugitive. Okay? Like he was as Cain. If you can receive it. It says here, verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets, man. The Lord speaks through his prophets. Okay? Tells you that in Hebrews 1:1. Hosea 12:10. Luke 1:70. All right? And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay, so the Lord coming back in those chariots, which you people ignorantly call UFOs. Okay? Coming to light this place up. While the nuclear missiles and the nuclear warheads are on their way to destroy this place. Verse 9, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. See that? Him. After the working of Satan, man. All right. There's a nation of people, the Edomites, all right, who are the human counterparts of spiritual demon Satan. Continuing, with all powers and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of truth, that they might be saved. All right. Because so we were perished at one time. We were dead people walking. Like it tells you in Revelation 11:8, dead bodies in that great city. Roughly paraphrasing. When you don't have this truth, man, you're dead. Calling yourself a byword, you're dead. You're in the congregation of the dead. You can't see beyond Babylon. All right. So, you know, you people, whatever you believe in, hey, this devil, hey, he's getting ready to make life very, very difficult no matter what you're into, man. All right, you're going to need divine intervention in the days coming, man. Let's get a quick hit on how Esau deceived, man. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord Yahweh power had made. See that? This reminds you of also, too, Proverbs 16:4. The Lord hath made all things, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. Okay? So this is the Lord's story. It says, which the Lord had made, and he said unto the woman, yeah, had Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. All right? So this is when he beguiled Eve. Let's grab real quick Keep it in Genesis chapter 25 and 27. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, slick. All right. That's why he's compared to as a serpent. See? A man of the field. Who else put deer piss on them and sit in a tree for 8 hours? All right. With a duck quack in his mouth just to kill an animal while he's full. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. All right. You go into that word plain and mean upright, like Job was upright. That lets you know that Job wasn't a damn Edomite, man. Okay. Upright means a righteous man. Okay. Dwelling in tents, the tabernacle, man. The tents going to tabernacle, man. Okay. Now, let's grab real quick here. So now his wisdom is falling away, and Esau is getting ready to put hands on people. Just like the ICE situation, man. They just really just kidnapping people, man. And really just being, they're horns out now. Okay. They don't care. Ain't no constitution no more. They not even following their own rules. All right. This is why you're going to need divine intervention in this Jacob's trouble that's coming. All right. Once again, the title is Edom. Do not care if you're not deceived anymore, man. So let's read this Ezekiel 21 and 9. It says, son of man. Well, I started 8 because I did say earlier, the Lord speaks through his men, right? It says, again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. And we know who got the blessing of the sword. All right, Genesis 27 tells us that Esau got the blessing of the sword and the fatness of the earth. The sword goes into his military. Okay, this is how he controls the earth. All right, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, that was a big sword they dropped on Ammon, so-called Japanese. Okay, and that got the whole earth in order. All right, everybody was pretty much scared of Esau Edom when that happened. Continuing, it says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contempt the rod of my son as every tree. And he has given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. We know that Esau Edom is the slayer, man. He is his death. Okay, like the scripture describes him. What's that? Habakkuk 2 and 5. Okay. Death follows him. That's the pale horse, man. Okay. And he put in legislation, which how he does that? How does he do that? You know, with his pen and with his mouth. His tongue is a sword. His pen is a sword. And it's funny, when you look at this pic, he doesn't look very intimidating or what have you. You know, Jake just sitting there eating up all his philosophies and whatnot. This that serpent, man. All right. And he looks very, unharmed, like he wasn't harm you, little old man. It's a curly fried small hat, man. The most wicked people on the planet, man. Look how the earth is ran, man. Okay. So now, hey, instead of him whispering to you like this, he got the sword in your hand just to off your ass. Let's grab Revelation 13, and everything it leads to this, man. What they say, all roads lead to Rome. All roads lead to the MOTB, man. This is Revelation 13. And 11, it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. You go into that word dragon, it goes into serpent. So you see how we come full circle from Genesis to Revelation? Esau Edom is the wicked, man. All right, that is the seed of the wicked. Now, our people, 2/3 of our people, they do wicked acts. Even though they're the seed of the righteous, they do wicked acts. They're going to be destroyed on this side. All right, right along with their zaddy Esau, right? It says, and it says he spake as a dragon, right? Because two horns like a lamb, that goes into his, left wing, right wing, right wing. All right, the donkey and the elephant, Republicans, Democrat, all that madness. All right, two birds, two wings on the same dirty bird, taking you to the NWO through what? Via the microchip. It says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. Okay. It says, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right, and that's that Roman Empire. Okay, but now we're living in the revival of the Roman Empire, the last leg of the Roman Empire. Just look at the architect all through America, man. The county buildings and all that, the back of the money. All right, the political system. Okay, everything. This is we're living now. Esau Edom has been ruling since the time of the Renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth of the Roman Empire, right? And we're living in the last days of the end of the Roman Empire. America fulfilled Roman Empire. It says, and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. It says, and he do great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Like I was saying earlier, Nagasaki, Hiroshima. All right, the lasers they shot on Hawaii and California. All right. It says, and deceive them that dwell on earth. That's the point. By the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. All right. That beast is the EU and the NATO. All right. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. All right. So he done his job perfect. Everybody is chasing after the image of the beast, except the elect. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right. So some men are gonna die. All right. For Yahweh, Yahushua, they're gonna be martyrs. All right. But also that word kill goes into separate. You ain't got that mark, the charagma, you can't participate in their world. It says, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, because according to Isaiah 33:6, it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, all right, and the strength of thy salvation. It says, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, so this devil know he's at the end of his rope, man. And two more series of scriptures, Salakia. Let's grab Psalm 73. This is how you know he getting sloppy, man. And I started 17. It says, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I therein. This is one of the raw scriptures to me out of the Bible, man, because I was like, man, this man, as a kid, I was like, this man's just winning. You know, when is he going to be stopped, man? You know, hey, the scriptures tell you, this is our comforter, man. All right. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places and cast them down. Thou cast them down into destruction. That's very comforting right there, man. All right. They are in slippery place. Hey, man, they messing with the CERN out there in Switzerland. They're seeing all kind of chariots and other galaxies and whatnot. Hey, man, the writing is on the wall, man, with these devils, man. All right. Tekel. It says, how are they brought into desolation as in a moment? Because it ain't that much time. All right. Hey, one day with Yahweh is 1,000 years with us. All right. We're in the third day. It says they are utterly consumed with terrors. All right. These people, they know it's a wrap, man. Let's grab. That's why they don't care no more about deceive. If they deceive you, all right, you tricked. They still dishing out the C-19 right now. If you dumb enough to take it, they like, all right, go ahead, take it. It's not like they like, oh, well, everybody found out, just take it off them. No, they still pumping it, man. Revelation 12:12, rejoice there, rejoice, Slakia. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. All right. And so with that short time, what are you gonna do? He gonna pull out that sword, man. He done deceiving, man. All right. Just gonna tell you, hey, look, so what, I'm the devil. I got more guns than you. What you gonna do? Okay. So, hey, Lord willing, that was edifying. Lord willing, the point was made. Hey, Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man, doesn't care if you're not deceived anymore. The sword is getting ready to come out. Shalom.